I babysat 2 kids for 7 hours, and the parents don't want to pay me because I was inappropriately dressed. So I warned every sitter I know and made sure their names are blacklisted. I am 15 and have been babysitting this family for over a year. They are more on the conservative side and a lot more religious than my family, but they are generally nice and I love their kids. I did not receive payment from them the last time I babysat, and so I reached out and they are now saying they will not pay me the full price because I was wearing something inappropriate. Just wondering if I am overreacting. For context, I was wearing a sweatshirt over my tank top and only took it off after the kids asked me to run around with them. I babysat from 4 to 10:30 and normally charge $15 with a $5 increase per kid, so $20 for 2 kids. Text exchange. Me. Hi. Hope you had a great weekend. I just wanted to reach out because I haven't gotten my payment from Wednesday yet. I know. You guys celebrate Good Friday and Easter, so I totally get that. It probably slipped off your radar, but if you could Venmo me when you have the chance, that would be fantastic. The mom. Hello, May. Dan and I have been talking about it, and quite frankly, we do not feel comfortable paying you the full amount after you wore such inappropriate clothing to our house. The sick kids love you, and we are more than happy to give you a second chance, but we cannot pay you more than $50 after you wore that outfit. Wow. I had no idea you guys felt that way. I am so sorry I made you uncomfortable. I just wanted to be in something flexible to run around with Sarah and Eliza. That being said, $50 honestly does not feel like enough money for 2 kids and 7 hours. I understand you do not feel okay paying me full price, and I'd be willing to do half of what I normally charge. Update post. My mom sent out an email to my neighbor, the mother. She never got a response, which was not very surprising, as they do not get along very well due to opposing political beliefs and religions. My mom is Jewish. She's very Catholic. A lot of people suggested taking my neighbor to small claims court, but where I am at, the price of even filling a claim is half the money I would have made, as well as the fact that we live in a small town, and my neighbor is a huge member of her church and very popular, so it just would not have been worth it. Anyways, I sent another text. Got a response. Text exchange. Me. Hi, Marianne. I apologize for the double texting. I know your kids are on break this week, but you haven't responded to my text or my mother's email. I have been thinking about the last couple texts, and while I feel awful that I offended you and Dan, we had never gone over ground rules about clothing, and I do not think it is fair for you to go back on your word. I think that it is the best decision for both of us if you pay me in total, and we can put this behind us. The mom. May. I have known you since you were a little girl, and it is quite disheartening to see that you have grown up into another version of your mother. Nevertheless, Dan has Venmo'd you $150. Oop. I will take that as a compliment. I think my mother is an awesome person. I received the money, thank you. The mom. You were so lovely growing up, and we always prayed you would find a sliver of normality among your parents. I do not think we will be using you as a sitter anymore. Oop. Honestly, I do not feel comfortable coming back in your house anymore, considering the way you have treated me, talked about my parents, and attempting to use me plus go back on your words. I highly doubt I will recommend you to any of my friends who want to get into babysitting. Have a good week.